February 12, 2012 was the day Zambians went into soccer frenzy after seeing the Chipolopolo boys beat Ivory Coast 8-7 on penalties to lift the prestigious Africa Cup of Nations crown. Many celebrating soccer fans, however, could not believe that Zambia had won the title until the Christopher Katongo-led side landed at Lusaka's Kenneth Kaunda International Airport with the glorious title. Few months later, the Chipolopolo boys were drawn against Uganda in the final round of the 2013 Afcon qualifiers, and despite their unimpressive showcase, the country found its way to South Africa. October 24, 2012 was Zambia's Independence Day, but in the African football calendar, Durban in South Africa was hosting the 2013 draws, with Zambia among the 16 countries that took part in the draw. South African President Jacob Zuma officiated at the event, and the audience cheered as President Zuma drew the first fixture, which will see South Africa take on debutants Cape Verde in Group A. Other members of the group are Morocco and Angola. Next year's tournament has interesting Group B clashes, which include Ghana vs Mali, with DR Congo and Niger in the plate. Kalusha Walia, president of the Football Association of Zambia, was one of the draw conductors on Wednesday night and could hardly believe his eyes when he pulled out Nigeria, a name that almost all top-seeded teams, including coach Henry Nawa, had hoped to avoid. The Chipolopolo boys will take on the Super Eagles in their second match at Neo Spirit on January 25th, with the first game against Ethiopia, who are also making a return to the Cup of Nations finals after 31 years on January 21st. But what does soccer analyst Msonda Chibulu say about the draws?
It's a very fair draw if you consider the other groups where some big teams have been lumped together. But at the end of the day, there are no small teams in African football anymore. Zambia will need to prepare very well to be able to negotiate past this particular group.
On Rena's statement that there was need to avoid Nigeria in the group, Musonda says as African champions, there was no need to fear a country that missed the last AFCON.
This now becomes hugely, difficult for the Frenchman, having declared before the draw that he would love to avoid Nigeria. For me, there's no team that we should be scared of at this particular level. I think now it is his job to psych the players, to let them know that Nigeria is just like any other team. In any case, they didn't even qualify for the last Africa Cup of Nations. Why should we be scared of them?
On paper, it seems Group D is the most competitive of the four, as African giants Ivory Coast find themselves selected in a group containing Togo, a North African pair of Algeria and Tunisia. The Zambian soccer fraternity is now expectant to see the Chipolopolo boys strongly contend for the title, as anything less will be deemed as disappointment for the 48-year-old nation. Mike Mavanga, Muvi TV Sports in Lusaka.